Alrighty, so I'm going to start with our waiver that we read in every class. So in order to make these classes as freely accessible to our participants, we will be using a verbal warning and assumption of risk at the beginning of the class. Participation in this online class is voluntary. Physical activity programs may result in injury, and by participating, you assume the risk of injury that may result from your participation. We strongly recommend that you participate from a space that is suitable for this activity. For example, make sure that you have moved nearby furniture and other potential hazards. If you're participating in yoga or a class that involves laying on the ground, we recommend using a mat or a carpet. Participants are encouraged to stop if they experience pain or injury and should seek appropriate medical advice or care as needed. William & Mary Health and Wellness strongly recommends that each participant have an annual physical examination and follow the advice of your healthcare provider before participating. Alrighty, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So we're gonna come, let's see, can you still see me? Yes, you can. All right, so whether you have a floor, a mat, come to the end of your mat. Your feet are gonna be pretty wide, a bit wider than hips stance apart. And then we're gonna inhale our arms up. And then we're gonna exhale, hinge from the hips, nice bend in the knees, pause, feel the nice hamstring stretch, and then place your hands on the mat and walk out to your plank. Good, from here, you're gonna lift the hips back up, walk the hands back, pause again here, and then use the glutes to squeeze yourself back up. Inhale the arms, exhale down, feel the nice hamstring stretch, feel free to bend the knees, walk out to your plank, lower the hips so they're in line with your shoulders, and then squeeze the hips back up, pause, and use the glutes to bring yourself back up. Good, let's smooth out the movement. Good. Coming out to plank, and exhale back to standing. Squeeze the glutes, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Good, taking this at your own pace. Trying to work with your breath here. Squeeze up. Good, let's do two more here. Getting our nice hamstring stretch. We're warming up our arms. We're warming up our core, our back, our shoulders. And we're utilizing our breath. So overall, a very kind of multi-purpose warm-up right here. All right, last one, let's inhale up. And we're actually gonna come back into a plank. So let's come back down onto the floor and maybe walk your feet in a little bit to a comfortable plank. From here, we can be on our knees, we can be up on our toes. We're gonna take one leg and bring it close to that right hand. So again, you can have your knee down, you can have it up. We're just opening up our hips before we start class today. All right, when you're ready, let's send that leg back to plank. And then let's bring our other leg, left leg to left hand, kind of outside of your pinky on your left hand. Holding here, breathing in, exhaling out. Good, and let's step that back. Let's do one more on each side. So let's bring right to right hand. Feeling real good in our hips. Feel like I've been doing a lot of sitting, definitely for final studying. So this is a nice hip opener. It kind of counteracts all of our sitting. So switching to the other side when you are done with the right. Alrighty, and let's bring our left leg back. We're gonna stay in our plank, either on our knees or on our toes. And then we're going to lift down, or lift up to downward dog. So for downward dog, feel free to have a nice bend in your knees. Your neck has no tension in it. Shake it yes, shake it no. You're pushing your shoulders away from your ears and trying to bring your chest as close to your thighs as possible. From here, let's inhale to plank. Good, making sure our shoulders are still right over our wrists. And let's exhale back to downward dog. Take a nice inhale here. Exhale to plank. Inhale here. And exhale back to downward dog. Let's take one more of these. Inhale and exhale to plank. Inhale and exhale to downward dog. Good. All right, lower the feet and come into your child's pose, or you can just sit in any comfy position that you want. Kind of shake it out, roll out the wrists maybe one way and the other leg. Alrighty, we're gonna stand up now, coming to maybe the center or maybe one side of your mat. We're gonna be in our first position. All that is our heels are together, toes are just gently turned out to the corners of the room. And then we're gonna step out into second position. So wider than our hips. And then we're gonna sink down to our second position plie. My hips just cracked. I don't know about you. But all of our plie is a nice sinking down. You're pushing the knees out to the sides of the room. You're trying to stack your shoulders on top of your hips without leaning forward too much. From here, nice full range motion, up and down. Squeeze the inner thighs together as you lift and lower. Good. Squeeze. Try not to lock the knees as you come in and out. Try to keep a little soft bend. Good. All right, now we're gonna add on a little bit. So you're gonna think about that left leg, and on the next plie down, I want you to push off of the left leg, come back to first. Second, plie, push off the left leg, back to second. Plie, push, into first, out to second. Good. So trying to make this one continuous movement, really using that left quad, left glute to lift off of your right leg. If you want to add a little challenge, you can bring that right leg in to passe, or just in kind of towards your calf or your knee, balance, and then send it back out. Trying to shift your weight from 1 to 2. So 2 options here. We have 4 more of these. Let's go 3. Brace your core. 2. And last one. And come back to second. Now we're gonna do the same thing, other side. So we're gonna get right into it. We know where we're going. Push off the right leg this time. Use the right quads into first. Out to second, into first. Making sure when you go into second, your knees are pushing back and your hips are right under your shoulders. Woo. Starting to sweat already. Option to go into that balance on this side if you would like. Woo. Brace the core to help you hold it there. Woo. Out and in. Let's go 4. Last 3, really push. Squeeze the glute. Last 2, squeeze. Last one, hold down in second position. All right, from here, we're gonna turn one way or the other, so pick a side. You're gonna turn into a lunge. So Both toes are now facing the same direction. Nice wide stance. Just do a little test for me. Make sure that that front knee does not come over the front toe when you come down. So we're starting with full range, down and up. Whenever you work your legs, you require a lot more oxygen to your leg muscles because they're so much larger. So your heart rate definitely increases. Whew, mine is. All right, now we're gonna add, if you want, just a little twist. So we're gonna come down, hands come into center, gentle twist over that front leg, back to center, up, down, gentle twist, back up. Try to just twist your shoulders and not your hips. So think about the center of your rib cage coming over, back, and lift. Two more. Down. You don't have to add a little twist if that does not feel comfortable for you. Good. All right, now when we go into lunge, we have two options. We either, move my chair, can go down, in, lift the leg, down, lunge, in, knee to chest, down, or you can go lunge, in, fly the leg up, bouncing on one leg and down. So picking your option, join me now. Good, maybe have your bar chair available for a little balance. Good, whatever option you take, making sure we're keeping that nice lunge form. If you're driving the knee into the chest, really feel that crunch in your core. If you're floating the leg up, feel that nice squeeze in your standing glute as you bring the leg back. Good. Let's do two more of your choice here. Down, lift, and last one. Down, and lift. All right, coming back into lunge. We're gonna open to second again, so facing me. We're doing the same thing other side. So come to lunge. We're starting with our normal full range lunges. Whoop. Checking out the toe and the knee. Make sure the knee is not coming over your front big toe. Nice. Body is nice and upright. We're not leaning too far forward or back. And when you're ready, maybe adding in that twist over the front leg and back up. And lift. Good. So we're warming up the spine right here. Try to keep those hips as still as possible when you twist. Let's go two more. And then you know what options you have next. Either bringing the knee into the chest or floating a leg. So when you're ready, let's go down, bring it in, either knee to chest or float the leg. Down, bring it in, balance, whoa, down, bring it in, good, keep going. Use your core to help you stabilize. Sometimes balancing on carpet or a mat is a little bit harder to do than, say, hardwood. So use your core to help you compensate for that. Down. Good. Three more of your choice. And then we are done with our warm-up. I hope you're all very sweaty. I am very sweaty. Let's lift up. Last one. Down. And down. All right, come back into our lunge. Open to second, hold it here, and come up. Maybe towel off a little, get a little water before we go into our arm section. Whew. All right, let's shake out the body. We're gonna come down onto the floor or mat for our first arm section move. We're gonna be doing some push-ups. So before we get into our push-up position, let's just take some cat-cows here. So tabletop position, your hips are stacked over your knees, shoulders on top of wrists, head is neutral, and we're gonna take a nice cow and push back to cat, letting the head drop. Push to cow and exhale to cat. Let's take one more if it feels good for your spine. And to cat. All right, coming back into our neutral spine position, let's walk out our hands so that our hips and shoulders are a nice diagonal line. Your hands are still under your shoulders. And then from here, you can either pop up onto your toes or take it on your knees. We're gonna be doing some just normal push-ups. So let's come down, bring the chest to the floor, and push away. Bring it down to the floor, push away. Good, trying to keep your spine in line with your hips and your shoulders the whole time by bracing your core, not letting your butt drop down. You wanna lift through the belly button. And let's do one more. Down, push away, rest. Okay, you can take a little break. The next move we're gonna be doing is a push-up down, lift, and then you're gonna roll and open up into a side plank. Come back down, push up down, and roll to the other side. So join me when you're ready. You can do this on your knees or on your toes. When you come into that side plank, maybe extend one leg, have one leg bent, or you can do both legs lifted. Back to push-up, make sure your shoulders are staying over your wrists. Let's do one more on each side here. Down, push-up. Roll. If you don't want to do the rolls, if that doesn't feel good for your knees, just continue with those push-ups. Last one. Woo, we got it. Open and down. Good, take a nice child's pose. Stretch out the arms. I'm gonna wipe my sweat off of my face. Alrighty. So we're gonna come up now onto our chair. So you don't have to do these on your chair. You could do them on the ground as well. But I thought we have a chair, why not use it? Hands are going to be on the edge of the chair, not coming off the edge, but right fingertips at the edge. Fingertips are facing towards your feet. And you're gonna open your chest, push up, and then bend at the elbows and back up. Bend and push. We're working the triceps here, the back of our arm muscles right here. Bend and push. If this is not working for you, put your butt on the edge of the chair, hands back, lean back and push. Back and push. Good. Ooh, feeling it in the triceps. If you want to make it harder for yourself, walk your feet in. Try to lower your butt right against the side of the chair. If you want to make it easier, take it a little bit farther out. Keep a nice open chest for 4, 3, 2, last one, 1, and come up. Shake it on out. Good job. Maybe flip the wrists. Nice inhale. Exhale out. Next move, again, you can do it on the chair or on the floor. It's a little harder on the floor. So we're gonna come into our plank, but on the chair. So still making sure your hands are flat on your chair, and then your shoulders are over your wrists. So we don't wanna be back here. Try to bring your shoulders right in line with the wrists. You're on the balls of your feet. From here, brace the core. We're tapping opposite shoulder with our hands. Try not to rock our hips side to side. Keep the hips as still as you can by really squeezing the glutes and bracing through the core. If you're taking this down on the floor, same things apply. Really try not to shift side to side. Good, let's go for 6 more. 4, brace the core. 2, last one, and come up, shake that out. We have one last arm movement. Maybe flip your wrists. Last arm movement. We're going to be standing. We're going to be doing some shoulder work with our arms. So you can be in our second position plie, or you can just be in a second position. Your hands are going to be out. We're going to start with our palms facing up. You're going to clap them together, push them down. So I flipped my palms up and push down. Lift, push, and down. So creating your own resistance by really picturing that you're swimming through something. You're pushing springs or like slinkies or something down each time you bring the arms by your sides. Down, flip, down, flip. Slight bend in the knees. Try not to lock them out. Let's go 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to clap in towards the center. Clap, flip the palms, and in. Good. So thumbs are up, thumbs are down. Thumbs up, thumbs down. When you press back, I want you to really squeeze the shoulder blades together. Push, open the chest. Feel the nice stretch right here as you open and close. Try not to arch the back though. Still using our core. Flip, flip, flip. Good, let's go 2. Stay back. Flip the palms up towards the ceiling. Lift, lift. Little tiny lifts. Little bend in the elbows. Think about lifting from your bicep and your shoulder. You have, maybe, I don't know why this image comes to my mind, but I have 2 apples maybe, and you're lifting them ever so slightly up, away. Good. For 4, 3, 2, 1, flip the palms, push down, down. Little movements. Ooh, feeling it in the shoulders. Keep the shoulders away from your ears. When we get tired, we tend to bring them up. Push them down. Open the chest. Little pushes. Down, down. Like you're patting someone on the head, but just with both arms. Down, down, down for 4, 3, 2, 1. I want you to make some fists. And now I want you to pretend that you're scooping ice cream. So let's start one arm. You're taking your favorite ice cream and you're scooping it, rotating from that shoulder, down and up, down and up. Other arm, down and up. Good, so just isolating one arm at a time right now. Let's do 2 more on this arm. Down, down, now both together. Ooh, the shoulders. Down, rotate. Good, picture your favorite ice cream. I think mine is cookie dough or soft serve. I really like soft serve, but I guess you don't scoop soft serve. So we're gonna go with cookie dough. Down and down. 2 more. 2. Last 1. Last move. Flip the palms up. Bring it into fists. Bicep curls. In, out. Squeeze the bicep, top of your arm muscle, in and in. Trying to keep the elbows lifted to parallel with the ground. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Take a nice shoulder roll up, back and down. Maybe reverse it. Ooh, good job. We are done with arms. You can take a little shoulder stretch, so one arm comes across the body. Try not to pull on your elbow. We want to protect our elbow joint. Nice inhale and exhale. And let's open, other arm across. Nice work, everyone. All right, and let's shake it out. So we're gonna go to our bar now. So grabbing your chair, you're gonna flip it so that the back is easily accessible. You can hold it. And then we're gonna start just by warming up our feet. So take a little water, take a little break as we transition into our next segment. I'm baking a cake this weekend. Shh, don't tell my mom. But it's like a chocolate, raspberry, mascarpone layered cake with ganache on it. I'm very excited. But if any of you have any like cake making tips, I'd greatly appreciate it. Okay.
Yum.
Thank you. I know, it sounds delicious. So we're gonna be in our first position, hand just lightly on the bar. We're just warming up our feet. So let's roll onto the balls of our feet, lift both heels, and lower the opposite. Both heels up, one heel down. Both heels up, one heel down. Really working through the arches, through the balls of your feet here to just warm them up a little. The rest of my body feels very warm, especially my shoulders. They kind of are burning. But we gotta give our feet a little attention before we start our bar. Good, so let's just do 2 more on each side, slowly rotating. Last one on this side, and now we're done. All right. Whew. So we're starting in this same position. Feet are together in first. You're gonna take your right leg and you're gonna make kind of like a figure 4. So right now I'm making a 4, right, with my leg. Lower the heel or the toe down so it's resting kind of on your shin, near your ankle. We want a nice turned out leg, and our hips are still parallel. From here, I'm gonna face this way. We're gonna lift the leg, keeping that nice shape. So all I'm doing is lifting from my hip, coming back down. Lifting from my hip, back down. Maintaining that nice turned out leg from your hip socket. Good. Pulling up through your spine. Imagining that string pulling you up into the ceiling. Slight bend in the standing leg. Good. Squeeze that standing glute as you lift the right leg. Good. You're going to start to feel this in your hip flexor region. I believe there's 3 hip flexor muscles that are all working right now. Probably feeling a little tired. Good. Let's do 2. Last one, we're going to hold it up at the top. So you don't have to have it super high. We're just going to lift little inches up. Lift. You're lifting from your hip flexors. Think about squeezing this muscle. Lift, lift. Nice tall spine. Reaching out from your head. As we go for 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to bring it back to that figure 4. And then we're going to bend our standing left leg, extend the right leg out, back to the standing figure 4. Bend, extend, figure 4. Bend, extend, figure 4. Again, you can make this higher if you want, but you can make it lower if you want. Ooh, I'm feeling it in the hip flexors. Let's go 2 more. 2, and last one. 1. Bring it in, hold it here. We're gonna push the knee back. So just slight movements, back, back. Working our turnout muscles here. Trying to keep the hips still. Back, back for 4. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Whew, nice work. So we worked our kind of front of our hip flexor region. Now we're going to work the sides of our glutes. So we're going to be parallel this time. Feet are facing the same direction. Nice bend in the knees. You're going to take your forearm and rest it on your bar. So you're going to be kind of tipped over, kind of like a little teapot tipping over. Nice bend in the left leg. Extend the right leg out to the side. Lift the right arm. You're going to try to connect the two and down. Lift, down. Feeling a nice crunch in your right oblique side of your core. Your knee of your right leg is facing me. So we're not turning out here, actually. That's going to really help target that glute medius, glute minimus, mainly the glute med, on the side of our glutes. You can flex the foot if that feels better. Nice bend in the left leg. Your forearm is on the bar. Let's go 3, and we're going to hold it. 2, breathing. 1, arm can come down. Maintain the leg. Bend the left leg, and we're going to lift. You can place this arm on the bar. We're lifting about an inch. Up, up. I'm going to do a side view so you can see how bent my left leg is. Lift, lift. Good. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. We're going to do some circles. Maybe point the toe. Draw little circles forward, forward, forward. Use that glute to lift the leg. 2, 1. Circle back. Ooh, my standing glute is feeling it. For 4, 4, 3 little circles. 2, 1, and bring it down. Ooh, wow. Good work, everybody. That was pretty hard. All right. So before we do the, oh no, we have one more move, and then we are going to do the other side. So we're going to face the bar now. We're going to work our hamstrings. So we're kind of working our way around the leg. We started with the front. Now we're going, we did side, and now we're going to work the back of our leg. So parallel position with the feet again. Nice bend in the knees. We're going to extend the right leg out behind us. Again, not turning it out. The knee is facing the ground. So from here, hold onto your bar, and we're going to bend the knee, squeeze the hamstring, extend. So notice that my knee is way behind my left knee. It's not in line with it. You can go here, but you're really gonna feel it if the knee is pretty far behind the left standing knee. Squeeze and down. It's kind of like you're doing a bicep curl, but just with your legs. So you're trying to get that heel to reach your glute. Bend the left leg. That helps keep your hips in line. Feel your upper body lifting up as you do this. Really hold, squeeze, and release. Breathing, concentrating on the movement. Nice, tight, engaged core. Let's go 3, last 2, 2. Very normal to feel this in your standing hip. 1, release. All right, now we're gonna do a little move in between before we take it to the other side. We're gonna do pliés. So first position, again, your heels are together, slight turnout, hold on to the bar. You're going to bend your knees, roll up onto your toes, then bring your heels together. It's kind of like they are kissing, and then you have this nice diamond shape within your legs. So I want you to keep your heels together the whole time, and then make sure that your knees are going over the direction of like maybe your big toe or second toe. As you go down into your plie, lift up, down and lift. I'm gonna face you this way so you can see That diamond just gets a little wider and then narrower, wider and narrower. Never coming up all the way. We want to keep a nice bend in the legs. Keep that work right in the quads and the calves. Ooh. Press the heels together. It will help support you on the way down. Press and lift. Good, let's go 4. Then we're gonna slow it down. 2. Last 1, now we're going down for 2. Down for 2, lift for 2. Down, 2, lift for 2. Making sure that your hips are still right under your shoulders, just like that second position plie that we did in our warm-up. Going down, down, 2, lift, 2. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the inner thighs, 2, lift, up for 2, last 1, lift for 2, not done yet, go back down, we're pulsing, we're going down, down, little lifts, lift up, lift up. Ooh, the legs are probably shaking. Mine definitely are. Ooh, let's go 4, 6, 5, 4, little movements, maybe an inch, 3, 2, 1, down and hold, 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 hold. Maybe take one arm off, maybe take the other arm off, hold, 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 balance, get a little lower and come up. Ooh, nice quad work, nice inner thigh and glute work. Now we're going to switch to the other side. I'm gonna come over here so you can see me better, but feel free to just keep the bar where it is. So, what are we doing first? This is usually where I like quiz you all. I'm like, what are we doing? Because usually I can't remember. But I believe that we're doing our attitude lifts, yes. So, first position, one hand on the bar, other hand can be wherever it wants. Left leg now is coming into that figure 4, drop the toe down towards your ankle, bend the standing leg, lift from the hip, lower down, lift and lower. Good. Feeling that hip flexor, work on this side. As you lift, feel the core get a little tighter. Feel it engage. The belly button is drawing into the spine as you lift. Trying to keep the upper body nice and still, reaching through the crown of your head towards the ceiling. Good. Shoulders are relaxed. Neck is relaxed. No tension in the upper body. Ooh, keep a nice turned out knee from your hip crease. Let's go 2 more, and then we're gonna hold. 2, last 1, bend the standing leg, hold it out here. You can flex if you want. Lift, lift, little lifts. Up about an inch. Lift, lift. Keep a nice turned out knee. Think about your hip joint, rotating it out. Ooh, there's something on your heel, and you are lifting it up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Not done yet. Bring it into the figure 4. Bend the standing leg, extend the left leg. Figure 4, extend. In, bend and extend. Good. Every time you pull it in, turn out that knee. So I'm extending, bringing the knee back. Extending, bringing the knee back. 2 more. Then we're holding in our figure 4. Hold here, little push, little push. Use your muscles in your hips to turn out your knee. You're also working your glutes here as you press for 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Nice work. All right, I'm gonna get a little water. We're doing our side leg lifts next. So with your feet parallel, move my bar. Feet parallel, nice bend in the knees, forearm tipped over onto our bar. Hips are nice and they're pretty level still. And then you're going to extend the left leg out. Reach the left arm up, long, nice side stretch here, and crunch, and reach. Bringing the arm and leg, trying to get them together and back down. Lift and reach. Your knee is facing me. We're not turning out here. Again, you can flex your foot, point your foot, whatever makes you feel good. Feeling not only that crunch in our obliques, but also feeling that squeeze as we lift the outer leg up and over. Lift, over. Let's go for 4, then we're holding it. Last 3, bend that standing leg. 2, last 1, hold. Reposition. Your body is lifted. Your leg is turned towards me, and we're lifting up, up. Little lifts. Really bend that standing leg. Think about pulling your upper body up towards the ceiling. Standing glutes and hips are feeling it. Good. 4, 3, 2, time for circles. Point the toe. Just 4 circles. 4, 3, 2, 1 to the back. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. Shake out the hips. Nice. All right, we have one last move here at the bar. Let's make it our best. We got the hamstrings. So, parallel legs. Left leg is back, knee is not turned out. We are pointing it down towards the carpet or the mat. Hold on to your bar and curl the heel in towards the glute. That reverse kind of opposite bicep curl. Feeling that nice squeeze and release. Making sure that left knee is behind your right, but your hips are still nice and level. Upper body is relaxed. Core is embraced. Breathe in, exhale, in, exhale, crunch. In, exhale, crunch. Good, let's go 4. 4, 3, 2, last one here at the bar. Last one, hold, squeeze, squeeze, and release. Nice work. All right, let's take a little stretch. Because I don't know about you, my outer hips, kind of this area is like feeling it. So you can cross one leg over the other and then sink down into kind of a figure 4 stretch. Keeping a nice flexed foot here to protect our knee joint. Ooh, that feels good. Holding onto your bar for support. Come back up, shake it out. Cross the other leg. Ooh, this is the side that was feeling it a lot. That feels really good. And sink back down. So after this, we only have one section left of our bar class today. You guys have been amazing. So we're gonna move into our kind of mat section, core, and we're gonna do a little low back work today too. So you can move your chair and come onto the floor. And we're gonna be on our stomachs. For this move, I'm going to show it, but then I'm going to talk to you like this, because otherwise you're not going to be able to hear me, because we'll be talking to the floor. So you're going to be lying down. Your hands are going to be stacked on top of each other, and then I want you to glue your forehead to your hands, like this. Your head is not going to move. All that's moving, your legs are going to lift up and lower down. Lift up, lower down. You're using your low back and your glutes to lift the legs. Ready? Let's glue the forehead to the mat and lift the legs. Good, keep going. I'm going to talk to you up here. So as you lift your legs, you want to feel that squeeze in your glutes and in the low back. It's helping you to lift the legs and lower. We want to keep the head glued to our hands. It's nice to keep that nice and neutral spine and neck. So let's go for 4 more, and then we're going to add on. So let's go 4, 3, last 2. Now hold it at the top, hold. Now I want you to bring your legs in and out, kind of like you're a scissor. Bringing the heels together, out. Squeeze the glutes and out. In, out. Glue the head to your hands, in and out, in, out. Good, so now we're working our glutes even more, but still working our low back as we lift the legs up off the ground for 4, 3, last 2, last 1, and down. Whew. Good job. Take a little breather. Our next exercise, same position. This time our arms are going to be out in front of us. Head is still looking straight down at the floor, and we're going to lift and lower. So our feet are planted. We're just lifting the upper body this time. So when you're ready, let's go. Arms are out, head is looking down. Squeeze the glutes, lift and lower down. Lift the chest, lower down. It does not matter how high you get, as long as you feel your low back working here, that is fine. You want to make sure you're squeezing the glutes and down. Let's go 2 more. Then we're adding on 2. Last 1. Now I want you to take your arms, bring them down, elbows squeeze to your sides, and extend. Nice, in and out. Kind of like you're doing the breaststroke. In and reach, drive the elbows back and reach. If you want, you can lift up your legs here for a little added challenge, or we can keep them on the mat. Just be sure to squeeze your glutes together. Let's go 4. Woo. We're working the low back. We're working the lats as we pull our elbows in. Last 2, breathing. Last 1, and come down. Ooh, good work. Let's transition into a child's pose, kind of counteract all that work that we just did. Ooh, that feels good. Taking a nice inhale and an exhale. Staying in that as long as you want. I'm gonna get a little water, and then we're gonna move to our last working portion of class. We have about, let's see, 1, 2, 3 core exercises, and then we'll cool it down. Alrighty, our first core exercise, we're gonna be on our back. Your legs are going to be up. You can have a slight bend in them, or you can straighten them. You're gonna press your hands into the mat. Low back is glued to the mat in all spaces, and then you're gonna slowly drop one leg, lift it up. Drop the other, lift back to center. Drop, and lift. Again, you can have a bend in the knees as you do this. Drop and lift. Just lowering the leg enough to where you feel the core activate, but the low back does not come off the mat. Down and lift, kind of like you're a scissor, and you're dropping one of the blades and back. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, last one, and put your feet on the ground. Take a little breather, in and out. We're going to place our hands behind our head, not pulling on our neck, but just for support. We're going to take 3 crunches. 1, 2, 3. Lower down. Then we're going to transition into 3 reverse crunches. So we're lifting the glutes and hips up off the ground and bringing our knees in towards our chest. Back down, 3 crunches, lift, 2, 3, now 3 reverse. So you're using your core to bring your knees in towards your chest. Squeeze and out. Last one, back to your 3 crunches. So we're alternating between these 2 movements. Make sure that you are breathing throughout. Reverse crunch. 1, 2, try not to use momentum here. Use your core. 3, and down. Last set. 1, 2, 3 crunches, 3 reverse. 1, 2, last one, 3. Good. Come to tabletop. We're going to lift our arms up. You're going to extend one leg down. One opposite arm comes over your head, back to center. Opposite leg to arm, reach out into center. This is our last move here. I want you to inhale on the reach. Inhale, low back, press to the mat. Nice big exhale. Inhale out. Exhale in. Feel your lower abs working here to keep your low back glued to the mat. You're looking straight up at the ceiling, keeping that neck long. Let's go 2 more each side. Last move of class. Inhale and exhale in. Last one on this side. Last one of class. Out and in. Whew, nicely done. Bring the legs into the chest. Hug the knees in, maybe rocking side to side. Releasing that low back. Whew, nice work. And we have about 6 minutes to cool down and stretch. Arguably the most important part of any exercise. I want you to extend the left leg, hug the right leg in, keep the left leg nice and flexed on the ground, and then circle out the right ankle. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Circle the leg the other way, or the ankle the other way. And then if you want, you can take that right leg and let it fall over the left leg, extending both arms into a T, looking straight up at the ceiling. Both shoulders are on the mat. And just breathe here. Try to release any tension. I usually have a lot of tension in the left leg in this position. Try to release that. Focusing on your breath. On the next inhale, slowly bring the right leg back to center. Hug it in one last time to the chest. Extend it long and bring the left leg in this time. Circling out the ankle, one direction. I always think of the band One Direction when I say One Direction, which is, I don't know how I feel about that, but let's go the other way. All right, and then if you would like, taking that left leg over the right, arms out to a T, shoulders on the mat, and looking at the ceiling, taking nice inhales and exhales. On the next inhale, let's bring our left leg slowly back to center. Hug it in one last time, send it long, and let's slowly roll up into a seated position. Whew. You can crisscross your legs, and then we're gonna reach our arms up, and we're gonna take a nice twist. So left hand comes forward, right hand comes back. Just a gentle twist. Spine is nice and long. We're not rounding through our low back. And let's inhale the arms up. And twist other side. Trying to keep your chin in line with your belly button. Inhale back, up to center, and down. Let's curl into a little ball onto the toes of our feet, and let's extend one leg back into kind of a low lunge. You can place that knee on the ground, making sure that our front knee is in line with our ankle. And let's just gently push forward, getting a nice hip flexor stretch. Inhaling and exhaling. We worked our hip flexors a lot today with our bar section, so we gotta give them a lot of love. Alrighty, and let's pop back up onto your toes of the back foot if you haven't already, and let's walk the feet in towards kind of a triangle position. You can bend the legs as much as you want here. And then just lean over the front leg, letting the head drop. Trying to keep your hips level. And then maybe bend the back leg, bend the front leg. Getting a nice hamstring stretch. Take the back leg, meet the front. Other leg send back to our hip flexor stretch, either up here in a high lunge or down in a low lunge with our knee on the ground. Again, pushing those hips forward, but keeping them nice and level. So the right hip isn't in front of the left is not in front of the right. Again, nice inhale, nice exhale. Place the hands on the mat, tuck the back toes, coming into our triangle position. Legs are on two separate tracks, they're not right in front of each other. Bend the knees if you would like, and release the upper body over the front leg. Maybe shifting back and forth here. And and when you're ready, back to front. Let's bend the knees, and let's inhale all the way up, and exhale out. Alrighty, you guys are all set with today's class. If you wouldn't mind sticking around for just 1 second, I'm going to share my screen with you. We have a survey that you can take that is kind of like assessing how these classes have been going for you. So let me share my screen with you, and you can hold your phone up to that QR code, and you may take our survey. It's 5 minutes, and we use it to plan our summer schedule. So thank you all so much for coming to today's class. You did a great job. And yeah, thank you, and stay well, and have a lovely weekend.